That's a really good question, and I've got a really busy job, and I've noticed that the further and further you climb up the ladder, the easier it is to get pulled away from the whiskey and kind of get stuck doing computer work. I mean, very similar to being a head chef. I mean, the head chef is no longer the one who's always cooking the food, and so that's something that's always very hard for me. Is that the higher and higher up the ladder I climb, the further removed I get from working with the whiskey. So I always try to make sure that every single day I get at least 1 to 2 hours spent, usually in the afternoon, working with that whiskey, just so that I get to stay involved, get to stay sharp, get to feed my passion. So that's one of the hardest parts of my job, is just defending that time that I get to spend working with the actual liquid.
You know, that's always a great question, because I always wonder why people ask it. Like, this is what I do. This is what I was born to do. This is what I'm going to do. At this point, coming to the end of our career with one label and getting ready to open up another part of our career, I personally, I can't speak for everybody, but I personally worked so hard for the last 25 years. I can't imagine doing anything else and giving this up. I just feel like it's getting better. I feel like the people involved are getting better. I feel like we as a group, as humans, as men, I feel like everything we do is just getting better onto ourselves. So I believe we're going to do this until we all fade away. And who knows, maybe even that last guy will do it all by himself, and maybe that'll be the best ever. Who knows?
So our brewers, or mashers and fermenters, whatever you want to call them, they oversee the whiskey process, basically from the grain all the way up to the distillation, and sometimes even the barreling portions of the process. So we mash and ferment our whiskeys around the clock. Our mash schedule starts on Sunday night at 10 p.m. and finishes Friday night at 10 p.m. So 5 days, almost 6 days around the clock. And we usually squeeze in about 5 mashes per day, which is going to end up yielding anywhere from about 30 to 40 barrels per week. So a very busy team of brewers. We've got 3 full-time brewers and 1 head brewer that manage our mashing, fermentation, and distillation.
The band's first practice song, the very first song we ever wrote, was the song Sick. It used to be called Slipknot. I mean, the whole first album cycle, I think we only maybe didn't play Sick once or twice, replacing it with Surfacing. But it's always been the first song we start with.